Okay, Toshi, I guess we're going to explain how we want to do these parts for you. We would do this part in two operations. The first operation, we would grind this taper, but we would grind it oversized out to be the ball diameter at the end of the taper. Then we would put on a plated wheel, and we would do a plunge grind where we would grind full form, the taper, that little indent, and the ball on the end. Okay, so it'd be two operations, a rough op to get the most of the stock off, okay, but leaving it big, and a finished op to grind the details in it.
And that'd be on a 12x4, right, Kevin?
Yeah, 12x4 is how we did it last time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you were to do that on a Gen X?
I would consider doing it very similar, maybe in a centerless mode. That'd be something we would try. To try it, we would need tooling, so the customer would have to purchase the tooling for us to try it, and we would try it the same way.
Okay. And a Gen X cubed would be the same as a Gen X?
Yeah, we would not utilize the fourth axis, I don't think, on this. Okay, this seems to be the most difficult of all the parts to do. To do this on a 12x4, we'd probably do it very similar. We would probably grind this radius, this, and leave this oversized to be this diameter. Okay, the 0.5 would be oversized of that. We'd have to get a plated wheel. It'd be very difficult to get these features very sharp in the corner. It would be dependent on the wheel company as to what you'll be able to get on that. Probably be probably at least a 0.1 to 0.2 radius in the bottom, 0.2 millimeter. Second op, we would do like the other one. We would finish grind all of this and then put that detail in. Okay, you would need another op to do the details in the back, and if you're on a 12x4, you'd probably need a separate machine to do the flats. Gen X would be similar, where you would rough this in, leave that oversized, have a special wheel to do this detail, and just hit the rest of that. Okay, but with the Gen X, we would be able to do these features and the flat on the same machine.
And in Gen X cubed, could we use the fourth axis to do that?
Gen X cubed may give us some pretty good results here. So if you have a Gen X cubed, you could probably do these features and probably end up with a 0.08 millimeter radius in that area, like a 3/1000ish. And would probably make that look very nice, and you could do the whole thing. That would probably be the best bet. If this was a big runner and that was an important part to them, Gen X Cube would do that well. That's the next one. This is a pretty straightforward part. I ran some of these on the Gen X. We had time available on that machine, did it full form, did the tip, did this, did that, and the back. It was a CNC dress. I don't recall the cycle time offhand. I think, John, you may have that in an email somewhere. And that one's straightforward. That one's already done.
Okay, if you were to do that on a 12x4?
12x4 would be the same thing as the Gen X. The only thing that may be a second op to do that back taper, I'd have to look at that. But again, even for that, it's pretty straightforward.